This is ZW31.4 EM, sponsored by the Sirta Foundation. Is your Omni-tool getting slower? Are you looking for a new way to display your home colony markings? Worried about losing that edge at work? Stop by a Sirta Foundation store today. We can help.
Good morning, Zakera Ward.
Good morning, Zakera Ward. My timepiece reads 0800 Galactic Standard. Today, we'd like to start off by announcing another station giveaway.
That's right. Today our sponsors over at Sirta have asked us to find someone worthy enough to own a brand new Chameleon 7 before these babies hit the shelves. It'll come with Alliance Corsair, pre-installed with Fleet Command access. Even without that, from what I'm told, this Omni-tool is going to be great.
I wish they'd let us enter. Mine's getting a bit outdated, to be truthful. I find it a bit ridiculous that we can't join in this giveaway, Suraya.
They're probably worried that we walk away with the prize. It's as if they don't trust us.
Exactly. Why would we volunteer to have our digital autographs on a prize that we plan to keep? It's preposterous.
I agree. So, to get your hands, talons, tentacles, whatever, on a new Chameleon 7 with your favourite radio host's autographs on it before they hit the shelves, be caller number 13 after the music break. Sirta also wants us to remind you to please be fair. One call per entrant, no cheating with fancy tech. While we wait for our lucky winner, we've got a brand new song for our listeners. Today's signal is Dekunna, Me and You, by Traben.
Traben? He's an elcor treasure!
An elcor treasure.
Sorry, I'm just a little excited. Traben is a really multi-talented performer. He tends to be featured in any form of art or media that involves elcor. Did you know he was in Francis Kitt's Hamlet as Horatio?
Wow, fascinating. Well, here's Dekunna, Me and You. Call in now and good luck.
Enticingly, would you like to come with me to the lush forests of Dekunna? Ride on my back as I show you the wonders of my home world. Dearly, the home world that I love so much as I love you. With sexual overtones, be mine tonight.
No, sorry. Apologies, but that was dreadfully boring.
What? I was enjoying that.
Did you? How'd you manage that? I was too busy falling asleep.
Soraya!
What? Listening to that song was like listening to elevator music. Seriously, how could you have possibly enjoyed that?
You just didn't understand the song.
Jorik, that was hardly a song. It was boring, simplistic, and instrumentally repetitive. It made I've Got a Feeling look progressive in comparison, and that song's more than 100 years old.
I've Got a Feeling?
By the Black Eyed Peas?
The vegetable?
No, they were a classic pop band. From Earth. Never mind, it was a rather dated reference anyway. Point is, that song sucks.
That song was great.
It got mixed reviews at best, Jorik.
Traben is really talented. Even if you weren't enjoying the song, you still should have allowed it to finish, instead of being so culturally insensitive.
Talented? Traben? Hardly. He was boring. Sorry, I'm changing the music. How about Something About You by the Drell Band? Ooh, it's a live edition.
Don't I get a say in this?
You're the co-host, Jorik. I'm the lead host. Driver always gets to pick the music. Those are the rules.
We're not even in a sky car. Look, Suraya.
Hush, 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 hush. You'll get to pick the music next time. Alright, some jazzucation for you guys. If you haven't heard of them, the Drell Band has been together for over 2 years now and still remain nameless. Everyone just calls them the Drell Band. They perform in the clubs in the lower wards, and you can generally find them in dry jazz bars and dives. Ikora is regarded as one of the best in the jazz scene, and her hoarse voice, which really resonates with you. And of course, she's backed by her amazing bandmates, Chiara on the piano, Ashino Mhuk on the bass, and Nezik Drell on the drums. Now, this is music. Here's Something About You by the Drell Band.
Did you happen to count how many callers that was? I don't think I've ever seen such a fast response.
No kidding, Jorik. And we have our lucky number 13. Hey there, this is ZW31.4EM, and you're on the air.
Hello again, Suraya. Hello, Jorik. I'm so glad it worked. I love listening to the show. I listen to you guys every day and have recorded every bit I can. You guys are great. I even started drinking caffeine nut coffee since Suraya said it was better than Novodeer. Have I mentioned that I love listening to the show? I haven't slept in 3 days. I like the...
Hey there, slow down. What worked?
Yeah, and while you're at it, why do we have so many calls with your ID on them?
Oh, I may have written a communication protocol that multiplied my call to your station by several orders of magnitude and set them to begin when Dekunna started.
You've got to be kidding. Well, that certainly explains why there are about 150 calls specifically from you. I'm sorry, but you are definitely disqualified. You should know that the rules don't allow for that.
Wait, don't disqualify me, please. I was caller number 13, right? And the rules say caller number 13 gets the autograph Omni-tool. Come on, Jorik, please. Suraya, I have to have your autographs, guys, especially after you told me no.
That's enough of that. Unfortunately, since a contestant broke the rules, we will have to manually find out who our real winner was. This may take a bit to sift through. I'm surprised that callers can't seem to follow simple rules.
I know, right? Sorry, crazy fan guy, rules are rules. Alright listeners, while we sort this all out, we're going to take a short commercial break. For those of you that called in, please stay on the line.
As a small business owner, I find it difficult sometimes to provide for the safety of my employees and property. Sometimes my interspecies freighters are even attacked by pirates. Oh, if there were only some way I could protect my business interests throughout the galaxy.
But you can. Elanus Risk Control Services are ready, willing, and able to help. Do you need a few frigates to escort starliners from port to port? Only a squad or 3 to protect a CEO during negotiations. Maybe all you need is armor and weapons for your own personal protection detail. Elanus offers it all.
That sounds like precisely what I need. But how will I be able to afford such elite services from such a well-respected company?
Don't you worry, potential client. Starting tomorrow with our Krogan Rebellion sale, all new contracts will be given a 20% bill credit if the contract is longer than 3 months or entails greater than 50 operators. And all you have to do is tell your contract negotiator that you want more bang for your cred. You'll be able to save even more. For every dozen tanks you contract, or every 3rd frigate, you'll get 1 extra free of charge.
I'm calling Elanus Risk Control Services today.
And we have a winner. Hello, this is Good Morning Zakera Ward, and I'm happy to announce that you are now an owner of a brand new Chameleon 7.
Chiara, you're joking.
No joke. You're the proud new owner of a Chameleon 7 from the Sirta Foundation.
The others at the shelter won't believe me when I tell them this. This is wonderful. I finally have something to contribute to a flotilla.
Hey, no problem. If anything, you should probably be thanking the Sirta Foundation.
Yes, of course. Many thanks to the Sirta Foundation as well. But most importantly, thank you, Suraya and Jorik. This is truly amazing.
I think we just made that Quarian's day.
Most certainly. I'm just glad we were able to find a real winner. Did you see what his little trick did? That Salarian's program called the station 147 times.
Yeah, we need to figure out what to do about that guy. At the very least, we may have to talk to Mr. Rack about placing a ban. Sorry, Mr. Crazy, but we do have a bit of a show to run. Now, here's something I wanted to show you, Jorik.
Is that... Why do you have a Nightmare Maw My Little Varen figure? And what is it doing with Shining Claw's parasol?
Oh, okay, I know it's a show for little Krogan girls, but what with the whole survival is magic bit, but I had to pick this up at the store when I saw them. I had the strangest impression that you get a kick out of it. I mean, doesn't it just look wonderful, Jorik?
I wouldn't know. I mean, I have a little sister that just recently told me about the show, but I myself wouldn't know anything about them.
Except their names. And accessories, of course. Which you recognised before I even set the threshold down. What did you call it again? Nightmare Maw?
Yes, Nightmare Maw. She's one of the main antagonists of Season 1.
But you wouldn't know anything about them.
Precisely. My little sister told me about it a week ago when she started watching it. She's fallen in love with the show.
Sure. So, from what I've seen, My Little Varen's been experiencing a bit of strangeness with its ratings. The show was made for little Krogan girls, and wasn't supposed to spread any further than Tuchanka. Yeah, they're already planning to translate the show for different species. They're also adding more seasons and, of course, gotta sell those toys. Surprisingly, this expansion isn't just because of the children. Do you know why the My Little Varen franchise has been rapidly growing, Jorik?
I do not. But from your expression, I'm sure you're going to enjoy telling me all about it, aren't you?
Of course. Apparently, there are some older viewers that are enjoying the show a bit more than their demographic would suggest. According to an inside source, people in this fanbase are known to some as Vrenkies.
Ah, yes. Vrenkies. I've heard of them before.
You've heard of them before? Did your sister mention them too, or...?
No. No. I have a friend that has mentioned them before. At the time, I wasn't sure what he was talking about, and forgot all about it. We were at Cora's den, and he called this Krogan dock worker a Vrenki, and the Krogan nearly knocked him out cold. At the time, I assumed that it was just some sort of anti-Krogan insult.
Wow, seems as though the Krogan was really offended, enough to start a bar fight.
He clearly didn't appreciate being called a fan.
A Krogan in a bar fight? Sounds like the opening to a predictable joke. According to my source, the show has been gathering a big following with juvenile-aged Turians, Salarians, and even a few adult humans.
I don't see anything weird about that. It's nice to hear that the viewership of a show is increasing beyond the expected demographics, but is that really any reason to attack someone for it? No one should be subjected to ridicule for what they enjoy.
On the defensive already? You sound like you've had this conversation before, Jorik.
We should move on to something else. Although, that is an interesting toy you've purchased, Suraya.
Fine. We're running out of time anyway. But, last I heard, there was uproar in the Vrenki fanbase about Season 2, how it's supposed to start with a whole new cast of Varren. They're just gonna retcon Season 1 and start all over again. This time it'll deliberately be more appealing to every species.
No, they can't do that. It would destroy all continuity. What about the characters? What would happen to Shining Claws? What about Shaman Eratati's library card? Will they have to rewrite the whole episode with Smiley Fang's birthday?
Well, folks, I think that's all we have time for today.
Suraya, you're joking, aren't you? This is some strange human attempt at humor, isn't it? Please tell me this is just a rumor.
My name is Suraya, and he's Jorik. Enjoy the rest of your day here at the wards.